Hello everybody and welcome to the final part of this let's play. Today challenge mode time. There's 29 challenges in this mode, and I'm going to show you only successful attempts, so let's start with the first one. Anchors away, survive an endless onslaught of propeller rats. You start with 2 HP, 30 magic, and the throwing anchor. Your goal is to survive for 50 seconds in a lone room of the flying machine. Propeller rats will spawn endlessly from 2 sides. There are rollers and conveyor belts in the room, and 2 magic pots can be found on far sides. Dirt clod, dive, bounce off those dirt clods to victory. You start with 10 HP and nothing else. Your goal is to use your shovel, drop and bounce on dirt clods in the iron whale to reach the end. Tick-tock tower, prevail on a crazy elevator ride without swinging the shovel. You start with 6 HP and nothing else. You cannot swing your shovel, but you can shovel drop. You have to survive through several screens in a death scroll upwards the explodatorium. Beware of spikes and wisms. Double bubble, stay atop the rising tide of bubbles. You start with 10 HP and nothing else. You have to get up to the top by riding sets of 3 bubbles and placed enemies in the planes of passage. Beware of the constantly forming bottomless pits. Dagger dash, master the propeller dagger to reach the goal. You start with 4 HP, 80 magic, and the propeller dagger. You have to dash through fire pods in the Tower of Fate entrance. Spellbooks have to be activated in order to block some of the deadly lava that fall from the pods. Extendo Retracto. Cleverly use the phase locket to help your timing. You start with 10 HP, 50 magic, and the phase locket. You have to halt your fall with the phase locket at well-timed opportunities in order to be able to stand on the retracting platforms in the clockwork tower. Dragon Chase. Race. Bounce on your Ice Drake's pals to reach the goal. You start with 10 HP and nothing else. Your goal is to reach the end of the challenge by riding Divadrakes in the stranded ship. Birder herder. Collect the gold while avoiding those unpredictable birders. You start with 2 HP and nothing else. Your goal is to collect all gold from all sides in under 60 seconds while avoiding birders. It is set in the Lost City. Cog Bounce. Chaos. Shovel your way through the gear onslaught. You start with 10 HP and nothing else. Your goal is to move through an auto-scrolling area by utilizing the rolling gears in Clockwork Tower. Beware of sign daggers. Unarmed Ascent. Climb to the top without swinging the shovel. You start with 1 HP. Any damage is fatal and nothing else. You cannot attack or shovel drop. Your goal is to move through 3 screens of obstacles in Pridamore Keep. Rematch King Knight. Defeat the boss within the time limit. You start with 2 HP. You have to defeat King Knight in under 30 seconds with only your shovel. Rematch Spectre Knight. Defeat the boss within the time limit. You start with 6 HP, 70 magic, and the propeller dagger. Defeat Spectre Knight in under 70 seconds or 65 seconds, since the player can only start moving when Spectre Knight begins moving with the propeller dagger. Rematch Plague Knight. Defeat the boss within the time limit. You start with 6 HP, 80 magic, and the phase locket. Defeat Plague Knight in under 65 seconds with the phase locket. Rematch Treasure Knight. Defeat the boss within the time limit. You start with 6 HP. Defeat Treasure Knight in under 35 seconds with only your shovel. Rematch Mole Knight. Defeat the boss within the time limit. Upgrade. Charge handle. You start with 4 HP, the Dynamo Mail, and the charge handle. Defeat Mole Knight in under 30 seconds with only your upgrades. Rematch Tinker Knight. Defeat the boss within the time limit. You start with 8 HP, 90 magic, and the alchemy coin. Defeat Tinker Knight and his Tinker Tank in under 80 seconds. Rematch Propeller Knight. Defeat the boss within the time limit. Upgrade. Charge Handle. You start with 10 HP, 50 magic, the Throwing Anchor, and the Charge Handle. Defeat Propeller Knight in under 35 seconds. Rematch Polar Knight. Defeat the boss within the time limit. You start with 6 HP, 30 magic, and the Flare Wand. Defeat Polar Knight in under 40 seconds. Rematch Black Knight. Defeat the boss within the time limit. You start with 10 HP, 80 magic, and the Throwing Anchor. Defeat Black Knight in the Tower of Fate. Entrance in under 50 seconds. Rematch Red Eyes. Defeat the boss within the time limit. You start with 8 HP, 60 magic, and the Chaos Sphere. Defeat Red Eyes in under 45 seconds. Rematch the Baz. Defeat the boss within the time limit. You start with 10 HP, 70 magic, and the Flare Wand. Defeat Baz in under 40 seconds. Rematch Mr. Hat. Defeat the boss within the time limit. You start with 6 HP and nothing else. Defeat Mr. Hat in under 40 seconds, or 35 seconds, since the player can only move after 5 seconds. Rematch Phantom Striker. Defeat the boss within the time limit. Upgrade. Ground Spark. You start with 8 HP and the Drop Spark upgrade. Defeat Phantom Striker in under 35 seconds. Rematch: the big creep defeat the boss within the time limit. You start with 8 HP and nothing else. Defeat the big creep in under 60 seconds or 55 seconds. Rematch: Enchantress defeat the boss within the time limit. You start with 4 HP, 50 magic, and the throwing anchor. Defeat the Enchantress in under 60 seconds. Rematch: Remnant of Fate defeat the boss within the time limit. You start with 6 HP, 50 magic, and the propeller dagger. Defeat the Remnant of Fate in under 50 seconds. Rematch: Zitz and the Wookiee Hole defeat the boss within the time limit. This rematch is exclusive to Xbox/PC versions. Shovel Knight starts with 2 HP and 30 magic. Zitz has to be defeated in under 30 seconds. Rematch: Pimple in the Turbo Tunnel defeat the boss within the time limit. This rematch is exclusive to Xbox/PC versions. Shovel Knight starts with 2 HP and 30 magic. Pimple has to be defeated in under 35 seconds. Rematch: Rash and the Toads defeat the boss within the time limit. This rematch is exclusive to Xbox/PC versions. Shovel Knight starts with 5 HP, 70 magic, the Flare Wand and the Toad Gear. Rash has to be defeated in under 50 seconds. And this is the end of this project, unless if they add something with update, but for now it's done. So I hope you enjoyed this episode and this project, and I hope I will see you in next one.